Hey, so welcome to my channel. My name's Gordon and I'm the ADHD Cyclist. I thought I'd put together some videos, make a wee channel, document it for my own use as well, you know, my own journey. It's been the last couple of years and where I'd like it to go. And also for anyone out there that might be going through the same experiences, same troubles, same difficulties that I've had up to before my diagnosis and also after it as well. The whole thing's not been without its challenges, so I thought I'd put together a couple of honest videos. While I'm of course at my bike and just record some thoughts. So for me, ADHD, not known about growing up as a kid, going to primary school in the 80s and high school in the 90s. You were just suffered, you were just an idiot, you didn't care, you didn't pay attention. Why were you wasting everybody else's time? Teachers were very cruel and nasty. So over time, you just learn to become an idiot. Just always doing one thing, and generally kind of felt I was kind of suffered. School, definitely. And my parents, because they took instruction or listened to what the teacher said, what I wasn't doing and why I wasn't performing and wasn't interested, it was just, they felt that it was me, I was the problem. So when I ended up going to high school, things very quickly got a lot worse. I mean, struggling to kind of retain a way to study and to learn information, and you've only got a one way of teaching, and back in that day, I don't know if it's changed any so much now, I'm pretty sure it has. Well, basically all that happens is you very quickly fall so far behind, you don't know what's going on, therefore you just stop going. That's kind of how most of my school went. Not a great deal of fun. I absolutely hated it. Let's go. Got a place in leisure recreation course in college, 1993. Going to make a difference because I always wanted to work in something like sports coaching, outdoor pursuits. Love my cycling, my canoeing, all of our outdoor activities. Started off not too bad, and very quickly, again, the demons of high school creep back in. Struggling, getting overwhelmed, can't keep up to date with the coursework, missing deadlines, not even able to cram for the deadlines the night before, and putting in some pretty lousy work, and again, over time, just showing up but not working as hard as what I need to do to get me there, just not knowing, sitting there wondering why everybody else cruises through it and I'm the only one I'm the only one to struggle, you know. So yeah, all these demons come back. Then after college, world of work loomed, and gave me discipline, gave me a work ethic, let me see a lot of things. And over my later life, I've trained in my recruitment certificate and night school for HR, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. And it was while studying my HR at night school, again, it really came back. My lecturer thought I was doing great, but deep down inside, I was super struggling. And my boss, my HR manager at the time, said to me, I can see how hard you work, I can see how much effort you put in, but you just miss things, your attention to detail. Is there anything at all you think could be causing this? And I'm pretty sure she knew as well that, you know, where this was going. And I said to her, well, you know, for a long time now, I thought I could have ADHD because I do try and put so much work in, put all effort in, but I just seem to miss little things, a little attention to detail. I think it's fine, I think it's perfect, and then when it's reviewed, it's like, how did I miss that? Really strict to myself about it as well. So she said to me, if that's what you think, then you need to go down, you owe it to yourself to go and find it out. And so I did. And I'll talk more about that journey in other videos, how that happened. But yeah, I was diagnosed with ADHD and at the time suspected autism, which it turns out I don't have, and that was in about May 2021. So yeah, big relief point, but the struggle didn't stop there. And what to say to anyone who thinks they might have this condition, go get help. I'll give you some advice how my later videos, but I know certain health locations like Ayrshire and Arran, North Ayrshire, Lanarkshire, state of Scotland, all have different services, and where I've recently moved to in North Ayrshire, there's no support there. So my advice would be, start asking the questions, start going, finding out more, speaking to your GP. If you've got similar experiences to me and you think this could be it, then definitely go with it. And also as well, try and teach yourself, try and find out workarounds, you know, of how people do things, it's structure, if it's how you retain information, if it's email reminders, if it's things in your phone, because that's my biggest one. But for me, the biggest change doesn't come with getting diagnosed and the medication, it's changing yourself, changing your attitudes and how you do things, finding workarounds that work for you, because what works for you might not work for anyone else, and what works for most people certainly won't work for you. So for me, my cycling's always been a great release, predominantly mountain biking. Nothing is going to focus you more than flying down a hillside, trying not to fall off and severely injure yourself, but more so really, always done a lot of cycle touring, but enjoy my road bike, my touring bike a lot more, and it's been a great, for my work where I'm just now, it's been a great source of release, particularly with some problems I've been having. My first lot of medication, which I'm now off, and again I'll talk about it later, but it seems to simplify all the stuff that's going on in my mind. It seems to simplify it all and kind of narrows it down to what's troubling me, what I need to do, if it's my personal life or my social life or my work life. It really kind of helps as well. So cycling's for me, it's just also moving down to Ayrshire, southwest of Scotland. It's been absolutely amazing just to be able to jump on my bike and go to so many great places, so many nooks and crannies, and really kind of doing everything I can to go out and explore, and great for my mental health as well. Really great for mental health. It's been such a release. So right now, this is my hyper focus. This is what keeps me and up here in the green doing well, and I'm so thankful for it that I can. So yeah, for anyone out there, again, you know, find something that's healthy, a focus that's healthy, and not the usual suspects that we're prone to, like alcohol and other chemical substances. So really great focus. So look for something that's going to be good for you and have a positive presence in your life. And yeah, certainly my wife certainly would agree with that as well, because it's not always an easy condition to live with, definitely not. So relationships, well, I've done very well in relationships. It's actually one of the things I don't struggle with. In fact, I actually carry very little friends, but the ones I have are amazing. I met my now wife back in 1996 on the shop floor of my first job, a department store called What Everyone Wants, and yeah, we are 20 years married this year. We have a great relationship, not without its challenges, no relationship is, but she's been absolutely amazing, fantastic, supports me as I do her as well, because it goes two ways. Because one of the things is, you can't say, well, I've got ADHD, it's all about me. Relationships are a two-way thing, but we work hard, we're a solid unit, and we love each other to bits, and that's what's made that work for coming on nearly 30 years, 29 years this August to be fair, to be exact. Yeah, so yeah, relationships wise, I'm good at that. I'm always the first person in the room that come in and talk to someone. A lot of that comes down to, because of my own challenges in life and things, that I don't want anyone else ever feeling like I have over time, awkward and scared to speak, or, you know, a bit of social anxiety and things. So I'm always that person that will say, hi, how you doing, how's things? The kind of person you want in your workplace, you know, who's always something to talk to, which I'm grateful for as well. So yeah, that's certainly a good thing, and I'm very positive about who I am and something that I'm proud of. So one of the negative sides I found growing up with my ADHD and my personality being kind of very approachable and able to listen and care for people is narcissists. These people see you coming a mile off. Horrible. And I now know in my time that, you know, let these people pass through. See you later. Because not get time for the distress and emotional damage. So over time, yeah, I'll let people move on, cut people out. For some people that's just natural. Not anyone that we watch this thinking, oh, I wonder what I did to Gordon. Sometimes people just pass through your life. It happens. And that's totally fine, but I've also found as well in my work relationships, I've been in situations that I should never be in. I've been in situations that I wasn't equipped to handle. I knew I wasn't the best version of myself because of them. Yeah, rejection sensitivity. I really struggle with that side of it. So when someone's making a fool of me, making me out to be someone I'm not, it really gets to me. It plays a lot and it rents a lot of time in my head. And now in hindsight, I know just to move on. Don't give it the attention it deserves. These people will still move on their own. So yeah, so that's definitely one of my downsides. Another part of my ADHD, which I didn't know was ADHD until I looked into it, was social situations and work situations. So work-wise, if I'm in a long meeting, as many years ago I would need to be on a Monday morning in a 6.5 hour meeting with a quick break for lunch, I would become absolutely bored. You'd see points where the pen would slide off the page because I'd be falling asleep. It was picked up on in a big long HR meeting a couple of years ago as well. I can't help it, my body just seems to shut down and there's nothing I can do, and no amount of coffee is going to change that. None. Social situations, I noticed it back in about 2007-8 when I stopped smoking. A lot of friends were getting engaged and married, and you'd find yourself a lot of parties and things like that. And just to be out again for 6-7 hours, hey, 47 hours, just stop smoking. There was no, I can nip out for a cigarette or anything. I just get really bored. Not again, no offence against the situation or the people, but just sitting around drinking, like, you know, making basics of conversation, just not for me. I find it really difficult. So at that time I picked up a camera and started taking pictures, so that when after I finished talking to somebody, I say, I'm just going to grab a camera, take some pictures. And I got really into photography because of that. It was great. I went, had a good time, and people would have, hiya, thank you, whoop. And people would have great pictures, their engagements and their weddings and stuff, and that was, again, dopamine for me. It was fantastic. So spent a lot of time getting into photography. Again, typical ADHD, photography, ADHD, burnout. I don't do as much, or videography, as I used to. This is getting this off the ground is quite a big thing for me. So I've not really been wanting to ever speak into a camera before. So giving it a go, put myself out there. I did used to do a lot of travel videos before on a wee channel called Great Wee Scottish Adventures. But again, just the overwhelmingness of taking videos and cameras, SLRs, drones, all sorts of media formats. It's just ended up with a whole load of trips that I've never seen a light of day stuck in a hard drive. I try and convince myself, or maybe kid myself on, that will happen sometime. If it will, I don't know, but certainly always there for a rainy day. But yes, fingers crossed this goes well. Try to keep the videos as simple as possible, informative, not some overpaid sponsored ADHD coach and a highly polished video in a kind of whited out room, thousands of pounds of camera equipment. Just me, my GoPro or my bike, going cycles around Ayrshire. So, as I wait in the kettle boiling with a cup of coffee and a small snack, what does the future hold? Well, it is looking quite bright, but for that, I'm going to need to fight for everything every single day. How my mind works, work around that, look what problems can arise. ADHD, we are overthinkers, and for me, I think one of the real strong points is we see problems before they arise. Now, the early days of that, they're maybe not so obvious, but as you get older, I can see problems that arise in a work-related incident or relationships long before anyone else does. Unique ability to do that. So now I'm aware of that, I use that to my strengths. Still going to work just as hard on my relationships, my wife, my friends, work and my cycling. So every part of that is just as important, and to make sure that every day is some kind of progress in some kind of way. Sometimes huge bouts of progress, other days little bits of progress, but progress all the same. Progress to get my fat backside out of bed in the morning, so I can go and kind of get cycling, wheels ahead before I start. And yeah, working on me, working on being the best person I can, and using what's been something that's worked against me for years, and using that to my strengths. Maybe, I think the kettle's about to boil here, so yeah, I really want to focus on that. Looks about time. There we go. So thanks for coming with me on a wee jaunt today. If you made it this far into the video, then thanks so much. And if you'd like to, at this very early stage, please like and subscribe. Any comments, or if anything what I've said resonates with you, then feel free, you know, leave a message. My ADHD, my procrastination, I will try and get back. I really will. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.